The aim behind Wild Eye is very simple, and that is to take the kind of experience you can get in a place like this and amplify it. For me, there's always been a kind of disconnect between what you experience when you physically go into a space with wildlife in it. It's a long way away and quite invisible, and what you see on a 42-inch plasma screen in your front room, which is in high definition, super slow-mo, time-lapse, whatever. So the idea here is that essentially we can combine the two. You are in a physical place, but you can actually have an enhanced experience. So when your 8-year-old says, "What do those animals do in the wild, Dad?" you can say, "I don't know, but here's a thing," and that's magic.
The Wild Eye application is an interactive map that allows users to see where they are. It allows them to access further content based on where they are. So if they're in a flamingo pen, the app will produce more content around the flamingos. It will give them quizzes around the flamingos, challenges, kind of ask them to act like a flamingo, record that, and you can send them to your home email address.
It's just videos where I've showed the kids to feed them.
What mobile's doing is allowing users to open up a new world in terms of content. 10 years ago you'd be learning through a textbook, whereas now you can kind of go to these places like Bristol Zoo, interact with everything around you, using cameras to see different angles of the species, understand what gender the animal is, what age the animal is. You can learn that via a tablet now, which is bringing everything together into one place. And it's one portable place, which is the key aspect. You can take it anywhere and learn on the go.
I think technology has a really key part in this. I think the internet as a medium is really developed, and it's only really through recent history that video has been something that everybody expects to be able to stream onto all sorts of different devices. But we really find that that high quality video, that top end stuff, really showcases animals and behaviours in a way that people wouldn't normally see, and just adds that level of context that we hope will make people care about those species in a different way.
My hope for Wild Eye is that it'll enhance the user experience. So a user that comes here normally, they never really know who to go and ask and what to ask. So this is like giving them their virtual guide or a virtual ward in their pocket. So they might see red-breasted geese walking around the grounds and they might feed them. That's great, they'll get a great experience from it. But the ability to say, this is what a red-breasted goose looks like in Bulgaria when there's 20,000 of them in a field, and this is why they're so important. This gives us the ability to really engage with people, deepen their understanding, and I think that for me is the main driver of doing this.
I think what the application allows the public to do is kind of interact with the surroundings, interact with the animals on quite a more in-depth way. One of the things that was brought into the application was the use of fun but also education. So within the app obviously you've got your quizzes and your challenges, and it allows the users to kind of learn but at the same time take part in the challenges, which is quite fun, especially for the younger generation.
Lots of people are used to seeing lots of wildlife programmes on TV where you see all the exciting bits, and when you come, and that raises expectations, and when you come to the zoo, if you're lucky you see them doing exciting things. Quite a lot of the time you see them doing what they do naturally and kind of lying around. So in those situations this enhances the visit because you can see some things that you wouldn't normally be able to see when you're just wandering around with your family.